Autistic individuals often have unusual sensory reactions with oversensitivity or undersensitivity to sound, light, touch, smell, taste, and pain. While oversensitivity will manifest itself in observable behaviors, undersensitivity to pain represents a silent hazard which may put your child in harm's way. There are a lot of things we can do to reduce the environmental triggers in the home. First and foremost, we should really make a thorough assessment of your home sensory environment. To create a cool down room or escape room for the child, set aside a suitable workstation. Children with autism prefer chairs with arms. You may want to add padding on the floor in the bedroom, keeping the furniture to the side in an open central area in the room. Keep the house generally clutter-free, eliminate objects that can be thrown, and pay attention to colors in the house that should be really low arousal. This can actively help create a better environment for your child. Hypersensitivity to light is well known, so you want to try to choose lighting as close as possible to natural light, LED light bulbs, for example. Avoid fluorescent lights. Avoid directly exposed light. Dimmers are effective because they can reduce the intensity of the light. Beware of lights that flicker. And actually, a lot of lights emit a sound that can also be disturbed. Finally, regarding sunlight, you may want to be mindful of reflective surfaces where the sunlight might create too much of a glare. ASD children are also sensitive to smell, and there are a number of smells that you might not think about. Paint on the walls, the wallpaper, the cleaning materials that you use in the household, personal scents like perfumes, deodorants, aftershave. Another important factor to consider is whether the smells diffuse in the household from the kitchen, from the bathroom, the laundry room, the garage, or from the pets. Some households are noisy. Be mindful of the general noise level in the house. Consider paying attention to the media noises, for example, the pitch, the level, and how these sounds diffuse in the house. Are the floors noisy? Is the noise level from activities that are conducted in a shared space high? Are the siblings noisy? Beware in general of how the sound travels in the house, and if possible, create an area where the child can go where the sounds don't travel. Children with autism often, not always, do not like to be touched, and they can be a little particular about how and where they like to be touched. So you may want to create a body map of where they like and dislike to be touched. Make everyone in the household aware of the child's different personal space. As far as helping the child with this hypersensitivity to touch, it has been found that weighted blankets, for example, can help the child relax. Case. Autistic children are notoriously finicky eaters, more than the neurotypical child. And for the most part, this is not a choice. They have unusual sensory reactions to the texture of foods, the taste, the temperature, or how the foods and ingredients are mixed in the dish. Another thing to be mindful of is the tendency to eat stuff that is not edible, which continues past infancy for children with autism. Pica is 7 times more prevalent with children on the spectrum versus neurotypical children. So you may want to pica-proof the home. Make sure that certain items that could be put in the mouth are not going to be readily accessible. In conclusion, there's a lot that we can do to eliminate sources of stress that can trigger undesired reactions. You may want to do a sensory audit of the house, identify key environmental improvement based on the responses, and make sure that everybody in the household is on board.